today. From Seattle, Washington, it's a special New Year's Eve edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
The quarterback sack.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football, got to him, and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. Wilson, the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. He was tackled at the tackle made there by the UCF man, Mike Hughes.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Now it's Carson. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. He's just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun, Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up.
Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
By the Vikings.
How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when you grab that one.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. To throw on 2nd down, Callaway setting up the screen for Cook. We'll give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jaron Reed coming into drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Here's Riley Dixon now. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
With no score, Riley Dixon.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one off.
And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 8.
Here's Carson. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Here's Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Russell Wilson.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
I don't care what he's listed in the program. Fullback, running back, tailback, it doesn't matter. He ran that play like a fullback. Just like the old days when we saw the fullback dive. How about him picking that one up?
Only needed a yard on 4th down. That's what he's there for, right?
Exactly. Line him up, short yardage situation, and say, here it is, big man. Go get it.
He'll get that complete to Parkinson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Second and 11 now. From the gun, it's Wilson. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over first and...
The Seahawks again now ready to take over on offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Caught right side. It's Snead. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Wilson to throw. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this belongs to the Vikings.
Fumble on the play.
The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
It's on the pickup. Second and 6.
Now left side on the swing pass. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. From the gun, Callaway. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. Operating from the gun, Callaway. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Second and 5 at the Seahawks 10-yard line.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Vikings are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, but it'll be second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
From the gun, Callaway. This is caught. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
To number 8.
They get only a yard there. Now it's third and goal. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Seahawks, nothing.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Wilson. Short throw to Disley. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. This is Carson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
It's a big place in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
They run it with Carson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game. Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Colby Parkinson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And his kick is good.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Jamal Adams.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31.
Looking to throw. Callaway. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
To Kyle Rudolph.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
First down, Vikings.
Throwing on first down. Callaway. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Seattle, Washington. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. On second down, it's Cook. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Powering forward over the middle to Smith. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. Touchdown, Vikings!
Minnesota.
Obviously a huge touchdown for their team, but a big touchdown for a rookie quarterback here to be able to break the tie in the fourth quarter.
And he just shook off all the pressure, too, because when you think about it, tie ball game, rookie quarterback, most of them are thinking, don't make a mistake. Instead, this young man just said, I'll make a play.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 14-7. This is Jakeem Grant. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, his team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that #1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through. And I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
11 yards there, first down.
1st and 10 at the 48.
To throw again is Wilson. Got his man, that's Tyrell Williams. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Operating from the gun, Callaway. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the fourth quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 38-yard line, 2nd and 11.
38-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. But getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Third down.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they're facing a big third down now in this tie ball game. It's caught on the right side of Smith. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. From the gun, Callaway. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Darrell Taylor, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They'll look to throw. And that's caught by Smith. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Call it no gain there on the first down play. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
To Jefferson on the slant. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 36. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Darrell Taylor in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.
Vikings.
But Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all